It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, you're Mr. Peralta?
Yes.
Okay, take a seat. We already hear about you, but we want to hear a little bit more. First of all, tell us, where did you hear about us and where did you hear about this position?
Sure. So, as you see in my curriculum, I just graduated from Tecnológico Monterrey. I have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, and I was just searching for a job. And as soon as I saw your application, I didn't hesitate, and I applied for it.
Okay, now that you mention it, tell me a little bit about your educational background.
Oh, sure. As I just mentioned, I graduated from Tecnológico Monterrey. I have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering with a minor bachelor's degree in administration, and I have a master's in aerospace industry. So I'm more focused in the aerospace industry than in any other sector.
Okay, so tell me, do you have any internship and tell me about all the courses you have taken and everything.
Okay. I believe I mentioned that in my curriculum, but during my college degree, I went to France to work as an intern for Airbus in the sector of manufacturing, and I worked there for about 6 months. And as soon as that finished, I went to Atlanta, Georgia, to work for the Boeing company, which is another big company, as you may know, in the aerospace industry. And I worked there for another 6 months, and I believe that I learned a lot because those kind of experience are the ones that make you professional, make you know how does the real life works.
Okay, so you can say you have experience working in teams or alone.
As I just mentioned, I believe that the most appropriate and the most efficient method to work and to have things done is by working in a team, because by that you can maybe play the role of a leader and be the one who is making the instructions, or maybe playing the role of an individual who is following a leader and making things as he demands.
Okay, so you don't have problem of being leader or not being.
Yes, I don't have a problem at all. I know that there are going to be some circumstances in which I'm not going to be the leader, but I'm willing to be the follower and to follow instructions, and of course making the best of me and having the best quality work, which is the most important factor.
Okay, this company, honestly, it demands a lot of time and a lot of everything. So how did you handle stress and pressure?
So, that's actually a good question. You'll see, studying engineering is actually one of the hardest professional careers to study. So something that I believe that demanded for me during college was to organizing, because once you have a lot of stress and a lot of work to do, and that combination, so once you have that, in order to banish that kind of stress, you have to organize and to have plans, because once you have plans, you just go through the plan and the problems will vanish.
Okay, so tell me, what can we expect from you?
As I firmly believe that you can expect from me quality work, always having things on time, and of course, doing everything that you demand from me, and with the best quality.
And what do you expect from us?
I believe that your company is having a very early success, but in the future, your future is actually kind of promising. So I want to be part of that progress. So I believe that your company has a very bright future.
Okay, you think you're the best for this job? Honestly.
Being completely honest, I believe I'm the most qualified person, because as you see in my curriculum, I have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, and I'm focused in this industry, in the aerospace industry. So I believe that I distinguish from others because of my educational background, and of course my experience at the real work.
Okay, as you mentioned it, you don't have as much experience working, but tell me, do you have any salary requirements?
I believe that the salary that I determine in my curriculum is the one that I deserve. But of course, if your company is not willing to pay that, I will be willing to discuss it and to negotiate, because I really think that your company is a company that is in success, and it has a bright future, and I want to be part of it. So I will be willing to discuss it.
Okay, and how about holidays?
I honestly believe that holidays is something that the only the boss is the one that decide that. So I'm not pretty much, I'm not that into holidays, so I'm not worried about that.
Okay. If you have to work out of the country or in another state, would you be able to go?
Oh yeah, sure. I believe that I mentioned that in my curriculum. I love traveling, so being able to travel while working, that would be kind of my dream job. So yeah, I would be willing to travel anywhere that you may demand it.
Okay. So I think you are you have a lot of experience even if you are already graduated. Like, so do you have any questions for us?
Not really. I'm not like quite sure about what is your principles here, like your philosophy. I would like to know your philosophy.
Okay, we like to create the philosophy in every one of the workers here. We have a lot of teamwork. If you know how to work in a team, being a leader or being a follower, then you are prepared to anything.
Okay. So yeah, this is the kind of place where you like, because your company looks like your main philosophy is like always working on a team and not make individuals having their own success, but having the team success. So yeah.
I think you'll be called to practice before, if you get the job, obviously, and you have to like a practice job.
As an intern.
Yeah,
Oh.
just to know how do you handle stress, how do you handle work under pressure, and how do you work in teams, and would you be able to take it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever is necessary to be part of the company. I'm okay with it.
So, do you want to say anything more about you?
Just like having real emphasis in what I mentioned is that I'm really focused in having things done with the best quality as possible. And if you hire me, if you give me this position, I assure you that I'm gonna make the best of me in every single day, no matter what is the work of the kind of assignment, and I will do my best. That's for sure. So.
Okay. If you don't get this job, just say it. But we have another vacancy. Will you take it?
Yeah, as I just mentioned, I believe that your company is having an early success, and that's a characteristic of companies that have success in the future. So, as I just mentioned, I want to be part of that progress and to learn a lot, which is the main thing.
Okay, so that will be all, and we'll be calling you.
Oh, thanks. I'm hoping hearing about you. Nice to meet you.